Hello, hello. Welcome back to the world's finest. I'm Bohdi. That is Noah. Today, with banger episode. Today, we are going to be pitching three DC projects each, dream projects, and let's get right into it, Noah.
Like, comment, subscribe before you start watching. New videos every week. Don't miss out.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
There.
so you want to go first or should I go first?
Okay. I have to ask a question. Out of your three, how many are video games?
0.
Comics?
0.
Okay. Do you have anyone from? Do you have a television show?
No.
Oh, so you have three movies? Oh, heck no! That's
I didn't.
crazy,
I thought
Noah.
we were doing. I thought we were doing like DCU.
I well, I thought we were just doing DC.
I thought we were doing like films and TV and games. And then I just didn't. I just happened to not do
Okay,
TV or
you know
games.
what? Who cares? You've been
Bro,
hype.
trust.
Trust. You know,
Trust.
you go
Uh,
first. I know you have bangers. Let's just go first, man.
Alright, okay. Say my best for last.
Okay, I'll do that for me as well.
Okay, my first one is called Rogues. Okay, it is essentially a Ocean's 11 style heist movie, but with the Flash as rogues. So the protagonist
Hmm.
is Captain Cold,
Mm-hmm.
and then the lineup of the team would be Captain Cold, Heatwave, Mirror Master, Captain Boomerang, Trickster, Golden Glider, and then Weather Wizard. And it's essentially, very, very James Gunn. James Gunn would probably direct it. It'd be very James Gunn, very colorful, comic accurate, colorful suits, and it's a heist movie. And Flash is the antagonist.
Oh, you cooked. I haven't even got all the details. That's fire. Can we get that now?
Yeah, and then so throughout the movie, it's like obviously it's like any other heist movie. It's like planning the heist, going through it, and like they obviously end up doing it, and you get to know all the characters. And it's also at the same time as being kind of funny, kind of a bit of a heist movie. It's also you get to know these characters, and it builds world building for the DCU. So, and then how in Suicide Squad 2016, Ben Affleck
I
Batman's in
don't.
it a little bit because like Deadshot has some encounters with him in like
Mm-hmm.
flashbacks and stuff. So does Joker and Harley. Like that, except good, and there's more of them, and each of them like tell their own stories about their experiences with the Flash and how the
Mm.
Flash just like cooks them every time. Here's this thing with the Flash, right? He's obviously really hard to write because he's overpowered. He's the Flash. Making him the antagonist kind of takes away that issue, but like the Flash is gonna win. The bad guys are gonna lose in this, even though they're actually like the antagonists, the protagonists. So what's gonna happen in this movie is they plan this heist, and it's basically this is the heist that actually works. It's like the big break. They're all working together. Flash is not gonna get in the way of this one. Multiple layers of the plan. So like, where the wizard is probably gonna be like, where the wizard's a big factor because he's really powerful. So he'll like be doing stuff, causing distractions, all that stuff. They got it all planned out to like make sure that Flash is just like not getting in the way, and like they're causing genuine obstacles for them. So it's like I'm not a professional writer, by the way, guys,
Mm.
but like it's not easy for Flash because they've actually really thought about it, and you do care about these characters, and it's like it's funny, and
I like this a lot.
essentially, thank you. I actually like it a
Can
lot as
I?
well. Well, I'm not done.
Sorry.
How?
Sorry.
Nah, it's chill. And the Flash ends up starting to take some of them out one by one, and it ends up really just being with Captain Cold and Flash at the very end, and because they're probably stealing from like Luthor Corp or Stag
Mm-hmm.
Industries, which is pretty sick as well. That's like, come on. And it ends with Flash. This is just another day for him. You know what I'm saying? He's chilling. He's having a good time, and it ends with this like really hateful confrontation between Captain Cold and Flash, where Flash he's just chilling, bro. This is easy work for him. But like Captain Cold has spent this entire movie preparing for this moment where he's actually gonna actually get a score without the Flash stuffing it up.
Mm-hmm.
He just hates the Flash, and he's just like it's a very like big hateful confrontation, and he's not happy, and Flash takes him to Iron Heights. So Leonard Snart, Captain Cold, and some of the other crew end up in Heights, and the movie ends, and then the post credit is like some of the other members like breaking him back out of Iron Heights.
That's awesome.
It's kind of just very standalone film. The gang's getting together. It's like you love these characters, but you just know the Flash is gonna win because Flash is the GOAT. And then post credit scene, they break out. But it's like it'd be very similar to like Guardians or Suicide Squad. Very James Gunn, very funny team movie. Like the characters they're very morally great. Like
Yeah.
they're villains.
The
Like
villains.
they're killing people. Like, and you could just do some awesome stuff with like, because they're so wacky. Like Mirror Master, his suit is green and orange. Like seeing that on screen, all the suits just really colorful, really comic accurate. All the stories they have about their experiences with Flash, just they really don't like this guy. They're working together to actually try and get it done, and they just can't because Flash is too cool.
I love that, dude.
I'd be sick.
And I'm glad.
So, pitch.
One of the questions I literally had was like, who are they stealing for? And as soon as you said Stag Enterprises, you lit my heart up. That was the key.
Yeah,
to the
either
story,
Stag or Lex Luthor or
I feel
whatever.
like-
They'd be stealing some kind of like expensive thing that they can then sell.
Wait. Let me cook. Lex Luthor hires them to go steal from Stag. But it's like
I mean, it kind of ruins the entire. It kind of ruins. It's not. It's a bit different to like what the vision of the movie is, because the vision
Okay.
is they just need the money because they never get money
okay.
because Flash always locks them up.
Okay.
But I hear you. You could also do that. But then at that point, if they're getting hired, it is a little bit too close to being Suicide Squad.
That is fair. That's a fair point.
If they're working for someone. But that's my pitch.
You know what's crazy is that you said I'm saving best for last, and that's better than every one of my pitches. That's not great for me. Not great. Guys, Noah should get hired by the DC storyboard. One thing real fast.
That's probably like, that might be my second best, but I do like the next one a lot, which is, I actually just came up with it very recent, like just a minute ago, as you know. Next, what do you got, bro?
When people say that Flash doesn't have a weakness, they are absolutely wrong. Flash's biggest weakness is being fast when he needs to be fast. Just look at this clip from Injustice, bro.
You and Shine should co-write the movie. How fire would that be, bro? That'd be tough. All right. I have one show, one movie, one game. The game is my worst idea, although I don't think it's horrible. So, basically, my pitch for a Detective Comics video game is... So, it's kind of... I don't want to fully say this, but it is technically DC Rivals, but in a different way.
I knew.
No.
I knew.
No.
That's what you were gonna
Because listen, Marvel Rivals is very one-dimensional. There is an overlapping story. There is. In all the seasons have a story. But it's mainly just combat. What I would like is...
Hero shooter.
Yeah. What I would like is a more Battlefront 2 approach to TC. Have you played Battlefront 2?
Oh, yeah. One of the best games of all time.
One of the greatest games of all time. Campaign's underrated. What I want is the campaign...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
want the campaign to be... I want you to play... So basically, how it would be is the campaign would be a prequel to the story that's going on right now. So it's not a large campaign, like maybe 4 or 5 hours, like 6 or 7 missions. You know, just a smaller campaign. Just a smaller campaign that leads directly into Season 1, Season 0. And then what it would be is... You know how Fortnite has live events at the end of every season? Instead of it
Guys,
being...
literally pitching beat right now.
Instead of it being a live event, they would release a comic for the end of every season that would tie into the next one. So it would be campaign leads into Season 0.
I think they do that in Marvel Rivals.
They do it, but it's different. I don't think it leads right into the next season. It's
Yeah,
just
I haven't read any of the Rival comics.
They're from what I've heard, they're really bad. But that's my campaign. That's my or not my campaign. That's my pitch. So the way it would work is
what
you have to play campaign first to unlock multiplayer. So you play campaign first. It leads into Season 0. And then Season 0 leads into Season 1. There's an overlapping story. And then to get caught up on the story, you'd read the comic. and I would say it would do one issue per season, and it would be 42 or not 42. What is the 40? It's 40 something pages, like 44 pages I think it is. And the first like 10 pages are a recap of the season, and the last like 30 are the ending of it. And of course, you don't need to read the comic to get caught up on everything that's happening because there are some non-comic readers. But that would just be the more like for fans, delving into what the fans are. I think that'd be great. I think that'd be like Marvel
How'd the
Rivals
gameplay
better.
work? How'd the gameplay work?
It kind of depend on
What kind of game is it?
it's a hero shooter. It's like Rivals, bro. It's just kind of like
Oh,
Rivals.
okay.
But this is
I got you.
this
So it's
is
DC Rivals, but then yeah, I
it's just
get
Rivals,
it.
but with a deeper story and a deeper complex, and with more characters. Because DC has way better characters than Marvel. Like in the long haul, DC has more iconic and better characters. But the thing is a lot of those characters end up being Green Lanterns, Yellow Lanterns, the multiple versions of the Flash, the multiple versions. Well, not multiple, but some of the versions of flipping Batman and Robin, because with Batman you have like 3 different Batmans, and so my idea, and same thing with Robin. So my idea would be with each player, each character, you would have a different skin, or for like all the overlapping characters, you'd have a different skin for each different character, or different like character in the same role. So for Robin, you'd have Jason Todd skin, Tim Drake skin, Damian Wayne skin, so on. With Batman, you'd have Batman Black Mirror, which is slightly tweaked, and also Dick Grayson Nightwing skin. And for Green Lantern, you'd have like Jon Stewart, Hal Jordan, Kyle Rayner, main for Jessica Cruz. And for Yellow Lantern, you'd have like the Sinestro, just kind of like the base, you get the basic understanding. And it would lead into different voice lines, which would be super interesting. Different voice lines, although it's the same character.
Like
And
Injustice too.
yeah, I like Injustice too. And I think what my favorite thing would be about the game is each skin would be like Rivals, where it's technically free. You just have to work for it, because like you can get the stuff. But the battle,
The money system, yeah.
yeah. But the
The money
battle,
system, yeah.
some of it would be battle pass skins, but the battle pass would come back like how Fortnite's implementing. That's what I think.
Yeah.
That's my pitch for. And the name, obviously not DC Rivals. You can literally do anything you want. What would be cool is, do you know DCKO?
Heard of it.
Yeah,
It's just like starting, isn't it? It's just starting.
I got the issue right here. This, I don't know, because obviously this isn't probably not allowed to be the same name, but DCK would be a phenomenal name for a game like this, or something like that.
Yeah.
That's my pitch.
Yeah, I mean, we're obviously not professional game developers,
Yeah.
and the game devs could work this out, but I've thought about DC Rivals. The thing about DC is, it's just a fact, it is a lot less grounded in reality
Mhm.
than Marvel. And so, like, Marvel being made into a hero shooter, it like makes a lot of sense. DC, the characters, like, so many of them are so overpowered.
But that's almost.
So it's like really hard. It's like really hard to do it as a hero shooter, I would think.
It could
But
be difficult.
we're not game developers.
We aren't. So we did this a little while ago. I think we did how many pitches? I forgot who it was. It was like just pitches, period. It was a
I think
segment
we did 2 each.
Yeah, we did 2 each or something. And one of them I did was a Justice League game in the Rocksteady Arkham universe. And I intentionally left out Green Lantern, because Green Lantern is way too overpowered for a game.
I think Green Lantern would be one of the easier ones to do for a hero shooter, because you can just like decide what kind of constructs you can have.
That's what I was gonna say. You can decide the constructs. Do you know the Green Lantern video game? The one that's like the tie-in to the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was literally watching some of the gameplay just to see if it would work for Rivals. Gameplay like that or DC, gameplay like that would be perfect, just for the game.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's even
it's
more, like Doctor Manhattan.
like, for example, like half of the characters in DC like can fly. Having that many flies will be broken. Think about how much of like Wonder Woman, Superman, obviously must-haves, that kind of thing. Green Lantern would be able to fly, and then I just don't know. Like, imagine the other team would have like Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, and then your team is like Robin and Batman. Like,
Hey,
you're cooked.
hold on. First of all, we do realize that Batman is winning, right?
Prep time.
You have
If he had
infinite
prep time,
Does he have
prep time?
You have infinite prep time. It's a video game. You can play as many hours as you want, or watch as many hours as you
True.
want. Infinite prep
True.
time.
W pitch.
Thank you.
W pitch.
That was my worst one. So thank you for saying that.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I had to.
Thank you. Wait, what does that mean? Oh, pause. Are you saying pitch is bad, but you're just being nice?
I'm always being nice, bro. I'm just a nice guy. I'm always nice to you.
Obviously, you're forgetting the letterbox situation.
I don't know what you're talking about there.
Really?
What are you talking about?
So
What letterbox
last episode,
situation?
you were like, you're a lot more generous with your ratings, and I've seen more movies than you, so it makes less sense.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And then today you're
That's
like,
what you mean.
rare Bodhi half a star, and you're like, wait, we have the same half stars. Like you're always trying to
Yeah, we
dog
have the
on my,
same amount of half stars.
you're always trying to dog on my ratings, bro.
Sorry that I don't know all of your ratings, man.
It's okay, bro. Am I
All
nice
right.
to you?
What?
Am I nice to you?
Always. You're a nice guy.
You too, Noah.
Except for when I started just saying, yeah, I can see why people like Omnis, and you started crashing out at
I
me.
was crashing
Even
out.
though
No, because I'm actually angry. Like that
all I said
genuinely,
was, I can.
it's
All I
infuriating.
said was, yeah, some people really like Omnis, even though I don't. I don't own a single Omni. I don't
No,
own a single
because like,
Omni. And I said, yeah, so I can see why some people might like them. You just lost your
yeah,
mind.
dude, have you seen Omnibus? Have you seen like the big like not this bookshelf where it's small, like the big bookshelf where like covers an entire wall and it's like filled with omnibuses? Like have you seen a
Yeah,
shelf
it
like
looks
that?
sick.
Ain't no one reading all that. Ain't no one reading all that. If you get a paperback, you have to
Yeah,
read
dude,
it.
there's this guy. Yeah, there's this guy on YouTube. I forgot what his username is. I think it's like near mint condition or whatever.
Dude, I
He's like
know
this
that
big
guy.
comic YouTuber. He's got like an entire library in
It's
his house. I've seen him walk through it. It's like a genuinely like full size library. He walks shelves and shelves and shelves
mhm.
of omnibus. And there's a comment like, "No way, Rose read all that." And he's like, "You're right. I've only read like 60% of all my comics."
It's so annoying.
It's
Dude,
crazy. He's like, this guy would have. There's like at least like $10,000 worth of comics he hasn't read. He's like, maybe by next year I would have read like 61%, but
and
for
you know what's the
now,
crazy thing? Is one of the guys I follow. I forgot what his name is. I have no ball knowledge. He's like genuinely one of the kindest souls in comic books. Like he's one of the kindest souls, and it almost like put me into a state of madness. But he went through his omnibuses, and like the ones he had bookmarkers on them, like built-in bookmarkers, and like he would go through it. All of them are like halfway done. Like he read half of an omnibus, stopped reading it, picked up another omnibus, read half of it, and then like repeated the process.
what you're describing is the people, not the not the book
No,
itself.
bro, you cannot separate the art from the artist, okay? Or the art from the reader, whatever, bro. That's what omnibuses are made for, to
Or
look
whatever.
cool. Anyways, next pitch, Noah.
And they look cool. Okay. Episode for another time. I don't even care about omnibuses. I don't even own any. I don't understand
I
why I'm
should get a
getting
couple.
pressed here.
Noah, you're the goat. It's that simple,
You
man.
could say I should get a couple.
Yeah, I should get some experience in it before I bat dog on it
Oh
this bad.
my god.
Because I don't own an omnibus, bro. I don't.
Alright, next pitch. Alright, this one means this one. This is like the most world's finest pitch that you're ever gonna hear on World's Finest.
I love that,
The
bro.
most Noah pitch. Most Noah pitch you could ever hear. Are you familiar with the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special?
I'm familiar with it, yes.
Real ones, Noah? I love that thing.
Yeah, watch it every
It's peak.
Christmas with your dad.
I do.
Ball knowledge. Ball knowledge.
Peak idea. Peak idea.
Oh, I already know where you're going with
Okay,
this.
just let me cook. Let me cook. Don't even just let me cook. Batman Holiday Special. It's a prequel, so it's set like years before the DCU. So Batman, Dick Grayson is Robin in this holiday special, right? People want the blue and gray suit. We have kind of been like, oh yeah, whatever. A great way you can do the blue and gray suit is because it's a prequel, you can give him like literally comic accurate Silver Age suit live action. Blue, gray, yellow around the emblem. So it's like very, very Silver Age holiday special. Dick Grayson Robin. The villain, so it's like probably be like around 40 minutes for Christmas, and the villain is Calendar Man.
Oh my god. Yes. And Condiment King, too,
And
though.
Calendar Man is in the red with the calendar flaps as his suit. Comic accurate, like 1950s Calendar Man. whenever Calendar Man was introduced, I should know this, but my brain's not braining right now.
Noah.
But it's like Christmas and like Batman, Alfred, and Dick are having Christmas, and Calendar Man freaking is doing freaking Christmas mischief and stuff up because that's what he does. Calendar Man, he tells you the day and he does holiday themed crimes. I hope my parents are watching this. They're always disrespecting Calendar Man.
Can't
My
be-
mum thinks he's stupid.
Dang.
So that is my pitch. You can throw in a couple other rogues in there if you want, like couple. Condiment King would be great. Condiment King could be in there, but Calendar Man, he is the center of attention. He is the main villain. Okay, that is my dream. That would be peak. I rest my case. Batman and Robin gotta stop Calendar Man. So you'd get like much. So it's like because Nightwing would already be established in the DCU. It's like we know what they're doing. Far prequel years before Robin's Nightwing's Robin again.
It's like a
So that way
smaller
we
guy.
can experience some Dick Grayson Robin. It's just like 45 minutes of peak.
And you know what's funny? Is so you've never read Long Halloween. I'm not gonna spoil it for you. Basically, I think it's the
It's coming, bro. It's coming, bro.
yeah, I think it's the third issue. Because it's and I'm pretty sure it's the third issue. It's because obviously it's Halloween. Then the next big holiday is Thanksgiving in America. I don't know like how that works with you, but that's
We
like
don't do Thanksgiving.
I know, but I mean like just for like holiday wise, like I don't know if you're on break during that time. I don't think you are. But anyways, big holiday in America is Thanksgiving, and then Christmas. And in the Christmas issue, Jonkler is doing Jonkler mischievous things. And he's just like going through the city, just like causing terror, obviously, because he's Jonkler. And well, not it's hilarious. But
Tinkler.
yeah,
Tinkler.
because like at the same time, Batman's still trying to catch the serial killer, and then like it's just Jonkler doing like Jonkler things during the middle of this like grounded like comic series. Having like something like that with Calendar Man,
Jonkler be jonkling, bro.
yeah,
Jonkler be jonkling.
Jinkler me Jonkler, bro. That sounds fire. I would love that.
Who the heck is Jinkler? I don't know, but he sounds really
He
menacing.
sounds really Sigma. Is that what he said?
Sounds menacing as heck, man. But yeah, that is my pitch. You could probably put Joker in there because I also was thinking about Joker's Christmas Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah.
Peak. Just like the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special, like just like the Christmas atmosphere in that is amazing. Like it is so Christmassy. I love Christmas. It makes you feel so warm and so cozy, and like you can really do that in this after they you know ruin Calendar Man's holiday and send him to Arkham. Just like and Calendar Man, wait, Calendar Man goes to Arkham and Jonkler is like setting up the Christmas tree.
That's
and
awesome.
He's like, hey man.
Okay, two things. Can we grant two
Anyway.
things? One,
Well, you would
Christmas
have the
movies-
Christmas dinner.
Sorry.
You'd have the Christmas dinner with Alfred and Batman and Robin. You could probably put Batgirl in there. Like, come on.
Three things. I know that you just gave me another idea. One, can we both agree that Christmas movies are really overrated?
The genre in general, yeah.
Okay. Two,
I love Home Alone though.
Home Alone's goated. Two, the I think it's the first Christmas special in the animated series where Jonkler breaks out and he like kidnaps Gordon and stuff. That
That's the one I was
episode is
talking about just then.
absolutely abysmal. That is like one of the worst episodes in
Shut up,
television
man,
I've seen
it's
in my entire
peak.
life. And three,
He rides the Christmas tree like a rocket. It's peak.
yeah, but the animation's horrible. And three,
It's from the 90s.
that's no excuse. We've seen Master of the Phantasm. And
Your favorite movie, Master of the Phantasm. It's the same thing.
no, it's better animation. I'm gaslighting myself
it's
into
probably-
this. Anyways, third thing is, dude, you know what would be hilarious? Is that they end it with all of them going to watch A Wonderful Life. That'd be a great little homage to the.
Yeah.
To the great little homage. Okay. I love that, dude. Sweet little Christmas movie. I like that. My next pitch. So by the way, Superman for All Seasons. Hardly anyone talks about this book. I don't know why. It's my second favorite comic of all time. And obviously I don't want to delve into spoilers too much, but James Gunn said that he used this book as a good guide for the movie Superman, and I definitely see why because I read this after watching it, and this book delves into the humanity of Superman, and it genuinely makes me feel emotions that I've never felt before, because they make in this book they make Superman like one of the most overpowered adaptations, just space Superman ever. Like he is humongous. Like let me try to pull up this one frame of him. Hold on.
He's huge in that book.
Yeah, like this is the final frame in the entire comic, and he is just a freaking chonker. He's humongous. All of his power, like any
Who
power,
wins, Chonky Superman or Jonkler?
chonky Superman. Say that again.
Chonky Superman or Jonkler?
Oh, Jonker.
Jonkler or Jonkler? Jonkler or Jonkler?
Jonker. But
What is this? What is the channel, bro?
it's just he's so overpowered. All of his powers are there. Powers that in like only real fans know exist. Like comic book, like you've read like millions of comics in your life. Exist. Like I didn't even know some of these powers existed before reading this book. And it's just phenomenal. But the thing that's so great about it is Superman is so overpowered, yet this is some of the most human Superman has ever felt. Every single issue is narrated by a different person. It's a 4-issue.
Yeah, isn't it like each one is like someone's experience with Superman?
Yeah. So
saving them or whatever?
the first issue is like his origin into becoming Superman, and it's narrated by Pa Kent. Second issue is him in Superman, or him being Superman in Metropolis, and it's Lois Lane. Third issue, which is probably my favorite issue in all of comics, is Lex Luthor narrating, and then the last issue is Lana Lang. It's a Lana Lang issue, and all of them give their experience with it. Pa Kent is like love, but kind of remorse for some, not remorse in the way that he treated him, but just like he's a special kid. He's a special dude, so he like kind of reflects on some of the ways that he treated him, how he grew up, and then Lois is like talking about how Superman is basically the perfect person, and there's the kind of parallels of Clark is so boring and Superman's perfect, and then it's like Lois, it's kind of just Lois's like interpretation on Superman, and then you have Lex, and he is a D1 freaking hater. Like the comic ends on like such a sad note for Superman. Like it's genuinely so sad, but at the same time it's like so Lex Luthor. And then the fourth issue, the main love interest is Lana Lang, and it goes over her experience with Clark and Superman. And it's so great. And this is like the most Elseworlds, not like Elseworlds in the fact that Superman dies or something like All-Star, but it's so unrealistic that it will never happen in live action. So my pitch for this comic is we do a DCU Elseworlds 8-episode animated series going through this comic. 2 episodes for each narration. What I want to do is it has to be animated, because if it's live action, it's not going to work as well. But I want it to be like the most colorful and just like comic accurate feeling. Like I want it like to grasp this feel. I want the animation style to feel just like the comic. It's big, it's bold, it's grounded, and you would do 2 episodes per issue. And in the paperback I have, there's a bonus issue. It's like 5 pages, and it's a little story of Clark Kent and his friend's dying from cancer, and it also delves into the humanity of Superman. I want that to be like a flashback, because it's narrated by Pa Kent, so I want it to be like a flashback in the first or second episode. I just think this would be perfect. Obviously, it's not going to happen. Like, out of all of these, this is the least possible one that's going to happen. But this would mean something to me. Like, seriously.
W peak.
I would love that so
W
much.
pitch.
Thank you, man.
Pitch. Sorry, bro. I had to yawn. All right. Are you ready for mine?
I want to hear your best pitch, bro.
This one. Okay. I wrote a lot down for this one. I'm basically going to describe the entire movie right now.
Go ahead, man. I'll let you cook.
And I wrote it down, so I'm going to read from it. So if I'm a little bit robotic, just bear with me. The movie, you can call it whatever. Batman, the Red Hood, and is the way to adapt the Red Hood storyline into the DCU. We've been very vocal about our criticisms of Under the Red Hood, the comic. This takes the best parts of the Arkham Knight storyline and the Under the Red Hood storyline, puts in some of my own stuff, and just fits it best to fit into the DCU. So, Jason is going to be more antagonistic, like Arkham Knight, and he is angry towards Bruce. So, in Arkham Knight, he's angry towards Bruce, like, for not saving him. He hates Bruce. We're going more down that route in this, rather than the more anti-hero type in Under the Red Hood, right? You feel the hatred, so the Joker is obviously still alive, so he hates Joker and Bruce. He hates Joker for what Joker did to him, and he hates Bruce for deserting him. And he's a real villain here. Joker is in Arkham in this movie, so this would come after Brave and the Bold. Joker is in Arkham in this movie, and Jason's plan is to kill Batman, so then Batman is not in the way when Jason wants to kill Joker. You following?
Yeah.
So the audience, obviously, so the entire thing with Arkham Knight, everyone knew it was Jason, like, from early on. It was like people were kind of critical of that. And obviously you are in the comic as well. So the way to do this, and because obviously comic fans obviously know the identity from, like, pretty early in the film, but, like, Batman doesn't know, because that's a big flaw with Under the Red Hood, is Batman finds out too early. So this way, the audience is waiting for a reveal, so then when Batman finds out later, it's like, you still feel the emotion, right? And so, like in Shine's recent short that he did, and he said, in the DCU, he wants Batman family to be small. He doesn't want there to be Red Hood. I don't agree with that. But he said Jason can just be the Robin who died. In the last movie, in Brave and the Bold, he can be established as the Robin who died. So then in this, we're familiar with Jason Todd, the Robin who died. So in this film, we obviously Red Hood surfaces, and it's like Under the Red Hood, where he takes control of lots of Gotham's drug and weapon trade. Specifically Black Mask's, like, area. And he basically causes the major conflict of the movie for Batman is that it is a Black Mask and Penguin gang war in Gotham with Red Hood. Red Hood basically created it. So Batman has to juggle the Gotham gang war and Red Hood, this new Red Hood guy. Nightwing is also prominent in the movie, like in Under the Red Hood, so we can get lots of good Nightwing stuff. So Nightwing is helping Batman and Damian out with the gang war, right? So Jason's backstory for this film would be Jason's tortured for months, or for a long time, like in Arkham, and he's manipulated by Joker into thinking Batman deserted him, like in Arkham. However, Batman believed that he was dead. He didn't desert him. He just believed that Jason was already dead, as Joker faked Jason's death like he did in Arkham. I'm not quite sure how. I'm not a professional writer, but basically, Joker's faked Jason's death somehow, so Batman thinks he's dead, but really, he was getting held there for ages. And so the climax of the gang war is this whole gang war conflict. Nightwing's helping out and all that stuff. Jason is fighting Bruce, and during the fight, because Batman is kind of being pushed to his limit a little bit because this gang was is a bit difficult. And Jason is he's a much better fighter in this than he was in Under the Red Hood. He's more like Arkham Knight, where Batman's a little bit older, Jason's young, he's in his prime. Basically, Jason kind of defeats Bruce in that situation, and then before Jason kills Bruce, Jason, in spite, because it's Jason, he reveals his identity to Bruce. It's like, it's me.
Yeah.
And whatever. And then he'd probably push Bruce off a rooftop or something, and he's gonna land in the Gotham, in the water.
Mm-hmm.
And then Batman's actually in trouble here because he got cooked a little bit. And Nightwing pulls Batman from the sea, so it's okay. If Nightwing wasn't there, Batman would have been cooked. And then throughout the whole movie, with all the gang one plot, it's Nightwing, Damian, and Gordon working together, fighting all these people. That's just really sick, because then you can have the Nightwing Gordon dynamic, because Gordon's known Nightwing for years. The Damian Gordon dynamic, because Damian, they also got us to kind of, depends on what they do in Brave and the Bold, but Damian's obviously very violent. They don't want Damian killing people. finale of the film is Jason breaks into Arkham to go and kill Joker, and he like causes chaos through, so he's like killing lots of people and stuff. But he doesn't like set anyone free or anything. It's just like a bit much. But like maybe like some random like nameless characters, like insane dudes are set free. Batman's close behind, and he sees all the carnage left in Jason's wake. And the final confrontation of the film is when Jason tries to kill Joker. Bruce walks in on Jason, brutally beating him. Similar moment to ending of Under the Red Hood, where it's like, so because Jason never realized Batman's still alive, so they end up in this moment anyway. He's like, it's that I forgive you not saving him. Why is he still alive? That kind of thing. And there's also elements to the Arkham Knight confrontation where it's like, you're robbing Jason. You're not what he made you, and that kind of thing. So it's just the best parts of both. And it ends up with, like, Jason's got Joker. He's, like, at gunpoint. And he does the thing where he's like, you kill him or I will. And then Batman disarms Jason, so he uses the gun that Jason gave him, and he shoots the gun out of Jason's hand. And then Joker takes, like, Jason's knife and stabs him. So Jason's just been stabbed by Joker. And then Bruce, like, clocks Joker out and has, like, an emotional moment with Jason. And they have this big talk. And basically, Jason forgives Bruce because, like, this whole big emotional moment. He forgives Bruce, and he realizes there are better ways to fight crime than what he's doing. So you're kind of setting up future Red Hood storylines. I'm not a professional writer, but they're going to do it well. And so Jason forgives Bruce, and Bruce is helping the wounded Jason out of Arkham. And they get out. And Jason's like, he's like, he got stabbed. Like, he's actually, like, very injured. But he'll be alright. And Jason takes the bat cycle, because Bruce got the bat cycle, and then disappears. And then DCP arrive at Arkham after the gang war is resolved, and Black Mask and Penguin are both apprehended by Nightwing, Damian, and Gordon. The film ends by wrapping everything up. Nightwing heads back to Bloodhaven. Black Mask and Penguin are locked up. Joker has unfortunately escaped because, like, he got clocked out and the GCP arrived, like, after. So that sets up for Joker being able to be in a movie later. Jason, like, is healing up, and you could have, like, this sick scene where he, like, customizes his suit and he adds, like, the red bat symbol to it and that kind of thing. Become more in line with, like, the Bat family. He suits up and he, like, disappears into the night to do Red Hood, but he's a little bit more heroic. And then Bruce and Damian are ready for the next films.
That's crazy.
The end.
That's fire. You know what I think?
I just think that is... that's a perfect way to do it in the DCU.
You know what I love about that? Is...
What?
So it's not a criticism. It's more of a criticism... Not a criticism. I was going to say it's more of a criticism for Red Hood. But at the end of Arkham Knight, it's not like it's resolved. Like, Jason still kind of hates Bruce. And, like, although he does become Red Hood, it's more of, like, because he kills Black Mask in the Arkham Knight DLC. So, although it's more like he's a hero now, but it's still, he kind of hates Bruce. Having the whole entire, he forgives Bruce at the end. So, it's like a whole entire, I hate you. But then it's like the touching moment where it's like, I forgive you. Not like, I forgive you, like in the comic. Like, I forgive you for not saving me. I don't know why you let this, like, evil worshipping piece of trash live. That's fine for the comic, but I'd like it to where it's like, that's not the forgiveness point. It's like Batman saves him, and then he realizes that Bruce still cares about him, and Bruce didn't know about him getting tortured, and that he didn't abandon him, and then that's the forgiveness. That's the part I like. That's my favorite part of that. That was fire, dude.
And Bruce, like, makes it clear, like, he's like, how much Jason's loss meant to him. And because obviously throughout the whole movie, like in the Under the Red Hood movie, you have flashbacks of Bruce with young Jason. And you can do it story-wise, because you can establish that in this movie, Bruce thinks about it constantly. He has nightmares about it every night.
That'd be tough.
And I didn't want to go the route, even though the League of Shadows is obviously going to be established in the DCU because of
Damian.
Brave and the Bold. I didn't want to go the Raising from the Dead route.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go the Ra's al Ghul route. I just wanted to avoid that.
You know what's sick?
I thought that Arkham did it really well.
You know what'd be sick? Two things. One, if Scarecrow ended up in this movie somehow, like if there was a
He's
big
just asking for Arkham Knight.
no. If there was like a big like Scarecrow, like not Scarecrow, like Arkham Asylum escape or something in the movie, like early in the movie, like establishing the film, there's a big like Arkham escape, and then Batman gets exposed to fear toxin, and then it kind of lingers, and then once he sees the Red Hood and he kind of realizes that it might be Jason, he goes to sleep, and then he has the nightmares and stuff, and you can see him, and then he like wakes up and stuff, all like crazy and like obviously disgruntled. That would be great. I think that would be the best way to make them
Yeah.
scary.
Scarecrow as the opening, as he fights
Yeah.
Scarecrow and exposes him to some Jason visions. But I was gonna go the route where Arkham Knight, he has no idea it's Jason right until it's revealed.
That's fair. That's also
Or he's
fair.
like, because I just think it's just, I don't really like the way it did it under the Red Hood.
Yeah.
So I was thinking he kind of like, he wouldn't really know it's Jason up until it happens, and then it just like.
That's fire.
So I also wanted to do a slightly different way of doing it, because everyone's seen Under the Red Hood. Everyone's played Batman Arkham Knight. I wanted to just do it the best way possible to make a good movie that's a little bit different to what we've got, takes the best parts of it.
And what would be awesome?
And I think I cooked.
Yeah.
You've got Nightwing, Gang War, Red Hood, Joker, Batman. Like,
You know what would be sick? Is like Nightwing. So like when the gang war starts and there's like a big confrontation or something, there's a big like fight going on downtown Gotham or something, and like obviously Nightwing's gonna be in the story and he's gonna be in Bloodhaven. He's established. He's his own hero. He's doing his own thing. What I would love to see, this is, I don't know if this is too far or not, but like when the gang war starts, you see the terrors happening, and then the bats. So basically, you see the terrors happening. Batman gets suited up, and then it jumps to Nightwing fighting in Bloodhaven. It could be like one of his villains. It could just be a crook or something, but he fights him, and then he gets like a call in his earpiece or something, and Bruce is like, "Dick, I need you to come to Gotham. I need your help." And then he looks over because it's kind of like sister cities over the water. He looks over and he sees the bat signal in the sky, and he's like, "I need your help, Dick." That would be so cool. I would love that.
right, it just feels because there's like Bat Family movie, but you got the emotional core of the Red Hood story. It sets up more Bat Family stuff. Like, it's just, come on.
I love it, dude. That's your cooking.
Thank you. Did I cook? Did it live up to the hype?
That was your best, in my opinion. In my opinion, although they're all phenomenal, that would be your best, in my opinion. Now listen, this is a comic.
The best thing that's ever come out of my brain, bro.
Not the bat. Is that the new one? The one you just made up?
No.
Which one
The
did you
Calendar
think
Man one was the one I made.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
that's good.
I can't with the Red Hood one like last.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's really detailed. If you got that up in like 10 minutes, that's crazy work. My final one. So, I heard an idea for a manga. Mangas and comics are different. I heard an idea for a manga where it's a detective. Basically, it's a detective, and there's just a killing spree. Like every night, every week, there's like a new murder, and this detective, he's like the best on the force. He can't figure out who it is, and it just haunts him because like there's just so many dead people. He kind of blames it on himself too because he's the best detective. This many people shouldn't have died under his watch. And then the story delves on, and then eventually he finds out that it's kind of like a split personality disorder in a two-face kind of way, where he realizes that it's actually his alter ego. Not like alter ego, but it's like his other personality is the one killing people. So although it is himself, it's his other personality. So it's kind of difficult to do in its own story. Like when a manga, it doesn't really make sense because you can't really establish that unless it's like I'm full on like mentally deranged. But the way I thought of it was, so it'd be that story, but it could either be a new character or it could be Plastic Man. I'm kidding. It could be Batman. It's either a new character or Batman. So the way it'd work is it's basically the same story. If it's for Batman, this is how it would work. There's a spree of unsolvable murders, and they're like horrific murders. Like full on, like these bodies have been like totally like you can tell that like the serial killer like took care into what he was doing. Like it wasn't like a joke.
Zaz.
What?
Victor Zaz.
Yeah, it's something like Victor Zaz. Like Victor Zaz killing, like the Arkham Asylum Victor Zaz killing. You can tell that he put care into this. And as the story goes on, Batman shakes down like all the criminals. Victor Zaz can be one of them, and he realized it's none of them. Like this murderer is like a completely unsolvable. Like no one can find out who it is. No, there's no prints. There's nothing left behind.
Sorry, this is another.
And
I'm just thinking of. Sorry, bro.
yeah, whoever. Professor Pig, that'd be fire. He shakes down Professor Pig. Like there could be an entire issue of him like delving into Professor Pig. Like, and then he realizes Professor Pig isn't the one that did these murders. But eventually what he finds out is it's himself. And this is the thing. The way I would go about it is scarecrow gas. So although it wasn't the actual criminals who were doing the killings, all the criminals ganged up and made a gas, like Joker Scarecrow gas, like combination that makes Batman go absolutely insane. And then at night, he turns into someone else. I don't know what the identity could be, whatever the serial killer's like like the identity the GCPD gives him. But he turns into that person, and he's the one solving the murders. And then I was thinking it could be like a 10-issue series. And then around issue 8, Batman finally comes to the resolution that it's actually him doing it. And then you like for like 2 issues you have this like internal struggle of Batman, because his biggest thing is he's no kill, like no at all means necessary he's no kill. And then he finally realizes I just killed like 7 people mercilessly, and he has the inner conflict. And then I don't know how you could end it. You could do it of he turns himself in. My dog is going absolutely crazy right now. It could be like he turns himself in, or like he leaves it a secret, like whatever you want to do. But it's like this big eternal struggle at the end, like 2 issues. And what I love about the idea of this is what you could possibly do with this is all of the killings could lead back to like different cases that he solved. Like not that they're actually from the people, but it's different cases. So like one of the murders can be something that Joker did, like Joker-esque, or Professor Pig-esque, or Victor Zsasz-esque, but it wasn't actually them. And then he realizes it was like his alter ego's like memory of these things, and it's like what he took inspiration from. And I think that if they did that, that'd be so interesting. I don't know how many issues you could do it in, because you could do it like a 4-issue miniseries, but it's like super thick issues, or you could do like 10, like 8 to 10 issues. Whatever it is, I would love to read that. I feel like that'd be really cool.
That sounds peak.
I would like to read that.
How many pitches all around?
Okay,
How
so
many pitches all around?
I think all of your pitches were phenomenal, but I think my favorite would be the Red Hood movie. What do you think my best pitch was?
Probably that one.
Okay.
It was creative.
Thank you. Now let me ask you a question. When it comes to the ending, how would you like to see it end? Would you want Batman to turn himself in, or would you want him to overcome it and then kind of keep it a secret? And that's like an internal struggle that he has in like, I don't know, whatever.
Gordon could find out. He could tell Gordon about it.
That'd be awesome. And then and then you have a like an Inception ending where you don't know what happens. Like he meets up with Gordon.
Great movie.
Dope movie. He meets up with Gordon. He's like, Gordon, and it's like a 5 to 10 page just dialogue thing. And he goes through it and he just like, I'm so sorry. And he goes through it all. And at the end, Gordon says like, okay. And then it's just like the end. And it's like a black frame. It's like the end.
Okay. Cool story, man. Cool story.
Or like whatever it could be, but it's like an ambiguous, it's whatever you want it to be ending. And then it's like this story never gets revisited in other issues.
Yeah.
Like this is just standalone Batman. Nothing else connects to it.
Peak.
All right.
Peak.
Thank you, man.
I'd read that. Who would do the art?
Hold on. Let me see who drew this. Hold on. Okay. My least favorite comic of all time is Batman and Jekyll and Hyde. It's horrible. But the person who wrote the art is Jay Lee, and it's phenomenal art. Although it's horrible, the comic is phenomenal art. He'd be the one to write it because he's super dark with his art.
Show us?
Huh?
Show us?
Yeah, hold on. Bro, you gotta tell me these things before I move over to my freaking thing. Let me try to find like the best, like one of the best moments. Hold on. Like this is just like something like this. This would be like the art style of the entire comic, like super dark,
Hey.
shadowy. And then hold on, let me find.
Yeah, yeah.
And like my favorite thing about this is Batman's cape is so droopy, but it's also so dark. Anyways, you get that would be who I'd have draw and write it. I don't know who. I can't think of anyone that.
Alright, should we wrap it up?
Yeah, man.
Should I wrap it up? Thank you guys so much for watching. Great pictures all around, Bohdi. Good job.
Phenomenal job, Noah. I'd love to see all three of those.
Thank you. If you would like to see a similar version of this with Marvel, let us know. Let us know something you would like to see DC make. So comment that, like the video, and subscribe so you don't miss next week. Thanks for watching.
Have a great day. God bless.